you're going to do is, in no specific order, you're going to pour a beer into a cup and write down the corresponding. Yes.
Yeah, got it.
That's
Okay,
it.
I already had it. Yeah, we got it.
Don't show me up, girl.
Get out of here, stupid bitch. Sierra? Blue Gloves? Hey, jabroni, I did it. Oh, I fucked it up a little bit. Stay there. Stay there. I forgot to write the last three down, thankfully I remembered where I put them. Jabroni, get over here. No, come on. Up and over here. Yep. Yep. This looks like pee-pee after you're hungover and drink a lot of water. Is that what you think? Not what you think. You'll be surprised.
Alright guys, so thanks for joining this special edition episode of Jay's Beer Reviews. So I went through the Oktoberfest style. I tried some Eyinger, which is a fantastic example of Oktoberfest Marzen beer. So, you know, what I did is I went to my local good beer store and I got a mixed 6-pack of Oktoberfest. And my wife took one of them with her. Anyways, okay, so let me show you what I got here. I'll cut to it right now. Cut! She poured me 6 different Oktoberfests, and they're all just labeled A, B, C, D, E, F. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the beers. I'm going to tell you if I like it or not. I'm going to tell you which one I think is best, and probably which one's worse. So if I have a piece of paper. As always, tasting beer is very subjective. And so what I'll do is I'm just going to go through basically each beer. And then I'm just going to try 6 beers in a row and tell you what I think. So here it goes. My wife took one of the first ones, Revolution Brewing, their Oktoberfest. My wife took the can, so I don't have it on me right now. But I got this sweet old style Oktoberfest. You know, old style is... apparently old style is the best cream ale you can get, according to, you know, competition. And their Oktoberfest is you know... I had it last year. I thought it was surprising. I guess they've been around for like decades or whatever, but recently bought out, or not bought out. That's not what I mean. Been around for decades, but under, you know, new owners or whatever, they got the recipes, something. But Baderbrau, another Chicago brewery, they call it crushable. As is the can. Buckle Down Brewing, they're from Lyons, Illinois, which is basically a Chicago suburb. They're Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest, and I wanted to try the Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest because every year they brew it with a different German brewery. This is actually my first Pollyanna beer. Pollyanna is another local guy. Oh, Lamont. The full Lamont is their beer. Yeah, so they're from Lamont, which again is just Chicago basically, for anyone who's not from Chicago. Their Frauhof is their Oktoberfest-style lager. This one drew my attention because it's got a big sticker. It says it won bronze at the GABF. So apparently it's supposed to be a really good one. And then, yeah, my last one is the Revolution Oktoberfest. Oh, there it is. There we go. Oktoberfest from Revolution Brewing. They always got the big can, or the big... They got the big fist on the can. And then they got this dude, German dude, holding the beer and playing the fucking, I don't know, whatever it is, the big tuba thing. All right, so special thanks to my wife for pouring me these 6 samples. I'm sure she's going to be really happy with me tomorrow morning. Just looking at these, you know, from a distance, they all look about the same color. My video right here. So if you can see they're all about the same color. Some are lighter than others. I would say, for the most part, they're all like brilliantly clear. They're all very, very clear. So I'm just gonna jump in. I'm just gonna start drinking. Yeah, hopefully you're drinking too, because it'll make things make more sense. So obviously when I do my beer reviews, I usually go into more depth. For these, I'm just gonna power through it real quick. So sample A, very light body. Initially struck me with a bit of honey. That's what really hit me with this one. It's got a kind of lingering bitterness that's sticking around, but it didn't strike me as very bitter up front. So let me do a second sip. It's good. It's a little bit light. Sample B, kind of pretzel-y in the aroma. That was more malty. It's like it's definitely richer in malt flavor. It's like very very grainy, very like dark toast, almost edging towards sweets, but I wouldn't call it. Sample C, and actually sample C, just by looking at them, looks like it's probably the darkest one here. Sample A looked like it was the lightest. Smells kind of crystal malt. Smells kind of like Canada Dry ginger ale. C's a bit sweet, especially when you compare it to all the other ones. Yeah, I mean it like I said, it smelled like it had a kind of crystal malt character to it, and it definitely has a fair bit of sweetness, a little bit like cherry almond flavor. Yeah, I'm getting like a bit of cherry almond flavor from this one. I don't know what to make of that one. Let me jump into D. Let me jump into D. Into. D is a good one. It's got a real maltiness, but it's like dry. It's real dry, drier than, well, definitely than C. It's pretty dry. It's got a real toastiness, real like dark toast to it. I'm getting almost like vanilla characters from it as well. E's got a bit of like minty herbal characters. I mean, pleasantly dry. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, then I'll just finish out with F, which F is probably the second lightest in color. So it is actually pretty light. It has probably the thinnest body, but the most effervescence, which honestly makes me think it's the old style. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, man. This is in the name of science. The one that I will eliminate is C. Second go around, it tastes like there's actually honey in it, which is not super pleasant for me. Next is E. Yeah, really herbal minty, which is not really something I love. I don't know if I thought this through. I'm gonna kick out F. When you do beer competitions, they rank them, 0 through 50. So at least you could say like, hey, this is a 35-point beer or whatever. Yeah, so I've never ranked beers like that, but it might be easier to evaluate. I mean, these beers are all different, but they're all the same, so to speak. It's a lot of beer. So I've ranked them the way that I like them. It's a lot of beer. Number one, I'm just throwing it out there. So I ranked them based on my subjective tastes, and so we will find out which one won. So of the 6, coming in last is C. It was, like I said, it had kind of like a honey thing going on. I didn't dig it too much, but when you compare it to 5 other Oktoberfest, then I got E, and then F, D, A, B. So let me see if I can get my wife to read the list to me. All right, so like I said, I went through and I ranked them. They are now in the order that I like them.
Okay.
So which I'm gonna go from the one I liked the least.
What is this one? Wait.
Oh, I'll just tell me what it is when I tell you, okay?
No, I know. I just want to know what that is.
So what I'm asking you to do is, I gotta take a guess at what they are, right?
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Oh, you
Do
got
you
shit
want
in
me
your
to
teeth though. So yeah, they're ranked up from what I liked the best. So they're ranked from what I liked the best to the one that I did not like the best. So what we'll try doing is I'll read them off and then guess at what they are, and then the first one is C, and C I did not like as much as the others.
Mm-hmm.
It had a real kind of honeyness to it, and I don't know what it would be. Is the Bear Brock?
It's the one out of all these things you think would be the worst.
The Ova? The this one?
Mm-hmm.
That's this one?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you did a really good job.
Okay, so yeah, I guess C was the
The least favorite, old style.
old style, which I mean last year I thought it was well, yeah, okay, well, it tastes like there's honey in it. It makes sense. Okay, yeah, all right. So that was C was the old style, not like I remember last year, because last year was like dry. So old style, what are you doing? I mean, you make a gold medal winning a cream ale. And then my next one is E. And E was also a little sweet, so I'm gonna say maybe that was the Beta Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That one.
1 for 2. I've got half of them right.
Yeah.
And then the next ones, I really have no idea. I'm going to say, what did I comment on this? The F Oh, I didn't write anything down for F. I don't know. What was F? I don't. Let me try it. I don't know, dude. It could be any of them. Is it the Frauhof?
No, it's a revolution.
That's the Revolution?
That's a revolution.
F is a Revolution?
Yeah.
Alright, so F is Revolution. D. This is nuts. D is the Frauhof. That Frauhof from on the Browns? Browns? Hey, you know what? Browns in my panel too, you know? A and B, I switched. I got A in first place now.
You thought that A was the old stocks was so light.
It was so light. What is the A? Is that the Sierra Nevada?
No, we gotta start with the B.
Oh, the B. So there's only two left. Is the B the buckle down?
It is.
And then the A is Sierra Nevada.
Here's here. So
Hey.
Maryland's-
Guess what, Sierra Nevada? Your Oktoberfest last year was not my first place.
It was not. But actually, I like the buckle down better.
I like the Sierra Nevada because it's crisper. And
So it's like the McChicken of October.
and when you're drinking all day, like I tend to do, Christmas is
Christmas or Christmas?
crispness on Christmas is an important thing to consider.
I'm gonna do the rest of the iron.
All right, so in closing, the door. Thank you, Becca. My number one is Sierra Nevada. You guys did a good one. It's nice and dry, nice and crisp. It's still got a lot of the malt character that I expect from an Oktoberfest. A bit of a lighter color, lighter than what I thought it would be. This probably falls more in line with like the new age like Oktoberfest beer from the BSP style guidelines. But I feel like it's the most drinkable. Sierra Nevada, cheers to you guys because you made a fantastic product. My second place is actually my first place from last year. Buckle down. I really enjoyed you guys. Thank you for producing a fantastic beer. And then my third place here is the Frauhof. Again, excellent beer. Bronze in my competition. However, bronze at the JBF. So, good things come in threes. The Revolution, I'm surprised, is a bit lower down because I usually enjoy that one a lot. In closing, I wanted to grab these examples because they're all local to me except for the Sierra Nevada, which is the one that won. But they're all local to me, and so like I said in the previous video, Oktoberfest beer is great if you can get your hands on the real authentic, German-produced fest beers. Then by all means, drink those up. But don't forget about your local guys because they're all producing things that are fantastic, and they're following the trends in brewing too. So this is just a small sampling of the Oktoberfest beers that I have available to me, and I grabbed them because they're for the most part all from the Chicago area, except for the Milwaukee one and the California / German one. But I could do a side by side with like 20-25 different Oktoberfests. I just don't think I'd be able to stand afterward. So this is a nice sampling of beers that, like I said, are local to me. So I really enjoyed doing it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. And I'd love to hear what your favorite Oktoberfest beers are this year. So I do feel like they change quite a bit year to year. Have a few drinks. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think is your favorite one. I love hearing from you guys. So please do leave me something. Otherwise, just hit the like button for me. Hit the subscribe. Share my videos out. My Twitter's always down in the description. Follow me on Twitter. Hit my Twitter feed up. Excellent beer from Sierra Nevada. My favorite this year so far, unless I try something else that's better. Thank you guys for tuning in. You try yourself some good Oktoberfest, and I'll see you next time on Jay's Beer Reviews.